Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this training for the Little Black Business Book. I'm super excited about this because who doesn't want more clients, right? So what I'm going to be talking about is how you can get at least 3 new clients this month. So just want to preface this by saying, it's not easy, right? Like we have to hustle. I am all about doing the work. You've got to actually put the work in. You've got to actually do the things that, are going to bring these clients to you, the things that are going to put yourself out there, the things that are going to get you really, really visible. But it's so possible. I did this and I've continued to do this for the last 2 years. And it really started in the beginning of 2015, and using these methods, using these things I'm about to share with you, I was able to create over $100,000 in revenue in 3 months. So got way more than 3 clients. So really depending on where you are in your business will determine, if you can get 3, 5, 10 new clients, but at least you can get 3, no matter where you are. You just got to put yourself out there. So let's dive right in. I like to keep these trainings short and sweet so that you guys can just get the goods, get what you need out of it, and you can go off and start taking inspired action. Alrighty, so how to get 3 new clients this month. So first one is going to be a doozy. So number 1 is to be yourself. Now I know this is not a tactic. This is not a strategy. You're probably like, Jen, duh, I know. I know I have to be myself, right? But how much and how often are you actually being yourself? How often and how much are you actually speaking your truth? How aligned are you with the work that you are doing? How aligned are you with the offers that you're putting out there? Really just honing in and digging deep and looking inside yourself and seeing is what you're doing, what you're offering, what you're putting out there in alignment with who you are as a person, who you are as a businesswoman, who you are as a coach. And, this is one of the biggest problems that I see with people is that they're just not aligned with the things that they're putting out there. So it seems really kind of fake sometimes, and people can feel that. People feel energy like crazy. So, like I said, this of course seems like it's just something silly, right? Just be yourself. But this is so, so powerful. So I don't want you guys to forget this. This is actually, one of the things when I am working with people or I'm doing an interview and people ask me like, if you could go back and tell yourself one thing, or if there was one piece of advice you can give to, the Jen that just started an entrepreneur journey, what would that be? And it's always be yourself. I actually have this tattooed on my arm. Well, I have be you attached to my arm. It's just a constant reminder, right? So this step is really about listening to yourself, evaluating yourself and evaluating the people around you and the people that you actually want to work with. It's really more about becoming self-aware and just knowing that you are fully aligned with everything that you're putting out there, because energy is everything. So also, if you are feeling stuck in an area, if you feel like, oh, I might not be so good at sales, or I might not be so good at marketing, you can change that. You have the ability to change that. You have the ability to go get training. You have the ability to go get mentorship. You have the ability to read a freaking book, right? So get yourself out of that stuckness and get yourself into motion. And we all know that when you are totally being yourself, you will totally attract the right people. And it's just going to make your job so much easier. It's going to make your business so much easier. It's going to be easier for you to get clients. It's going to be easier for you to build strong relationships with those people so that you can have referrals and things like that at a later time. So that is the soapbox for today. And like I said, seems so simple, seems so trite. Like, Jen, why do you even have to say this? But the fact of the matter is that I do have to reinforce the fact that being yourself and just coming from an amazing energetic space and alignment will get you everything that you need in business. All right, so the next thing is to create new packages. So I talk about this over and over again, how when I have multiple packages that I'm selling, or I have, 3, 4, 5, 7 different ways for people to pay me. Those are my biggest months. So if you're just sitting on maybe a one-on-one and maybe a 1-hour call, or maybe you have a group and all you have is the group, or maybe you just have a membership site, reevaluate your offers and create something new, create something fresh, right? People want the new stuff. Not only that, but different strokes for different folks, right? Like people are going to want different things. Maybe somebody really likes you, but they can't afford your one-on-one. Maybe somebody really likes you, but they don't want group. They want one-on-one and you don't offer it. So think about different things that you can offer. And again, go back to number one, make sure that it's in alignment with who you are, so that it actually feels good. Start thinking about the benefits. Start thinking about what you can create that your audience really wants. I actually did this quite recently with a mini mastermind that I was putting together. At first, I was looking for people to go into my bigger mastermind, but I was like, you know what, that doesn't really feel right. What I think would be really cool is if I did this 100-day sprint and I had people come to me and we did these little pods and we worked together for 100 days and we just went out there and smashed goals, no curriculum, no nothing. Like, this feels amazing. This feels awesome. This feels like the people that are going to sign up for this are going to be badass. And so I created it and I sold it out within a week. Right? And that goes back to number one. I was myself. I chose something that felt really good, felt really aligned, I was excited about, so that when I promoted it and when I marketed it, it was something that other people were excited about. They felt that energy. So, you know what your people want, or at this point, you should know what your people want. You should know what your ideal target market is looking for. Create something that fills that need for them. Create a unique offer, create a unique package. The only thing that I would suggest here is, maybe if you don't want to make it like a, full-on offering that you're going to offer all the time, make it something that's just a one-time thing, or it's a, maybe it's just for a certain amount of people, or it's only available for a certain amount of time, because you want to create some sort of urgency there as well, instead of just like, hey, I have this new package and it's available forever, always, whenever you're ready, right? So make sure that there's some urgency created in that as well. So either time urgency or space urgency when you're creating these new packages. All right, so next we are talking about guest posting or press opportunities. One of my favorite ways to get yourself out there, get visible, get in front of people who have your ideal target market. And this is so easy. You can go back and look at some of the other trainings on actually guest posting, where to find guest posts, how to do the guest posts. They're all inside the LB3, so you can go ahead and do that. But this is excellent. This is just such a way for you to get new people on board. Maybe your list is stale. Maybe your list isn't big enough. Maybe your list is just tired of getting offers from you. That happens sometimes. You get list burnout. So this is just a great and free way for you to get in front of new people, get new people on your list, get new people that you can present those awesome offers that you created. And number two, to know about you, to sign up to work with you, to get on your email list so that you can make them the offer. Not only that, but this really positions you as an expert. When you can, get something published either on, some sort of media or magazine, or even a guest post, you're instantly seen as an expert. When you're seen as an expert, people want to work with you. They want to know more about what you do. So this is just an excellent and free, like I said, opportunity for you to get in front of new people so that you can present the new offers, and the right people are going to be attracted to it, and the right people are going to want to hire you. All right. Number 4 is to make yourself visibly available. So it just shocks me how often I see people who are like, I'm not getting clients, or where do I get clients, or how do I make money? And they're hiding. They're not putting themselves out there. They're not doing the things that they actually have to do to get the clients, Sometimes people think they're too good for it, Oh, I'm too good to post in Facebook groups. I'm too good to do a Facebook Live. I'm too good to ask, right? So make yourself visibly available to start helping people. And not only helping people, but even other opportunities. You might have an opportunity for an interview or a podcast interview, which we'll talk about in just a second. But you have to let people know who you are, know you're available, and know you're the expert. So, make sure that you are just putting yourself out there daily. Make sure that you're visible daily so that people know to approach you. People know what you have to offer. People know that what you're an expert in. All right, next is another a little silly, convoluted one. You're probably thinking, learn to listen, okay? So as a coach or service provider, this shouldn't be new to you, right? Like listening is part of what we do. Listening is part of how you do business. But you really want to start to immerse yourself in conversations everywhere with everyone, especially if you're at a point where you're like, shit, I need clients, or I need to fill this program, and I'm not sure what people want, and all that good stuff. Start listening, open your ears, right? So don't just assume you know what your people want. Actually listen, go into groups, do a search inside of a group for your target problem. So maybe you're in marketing, maybe you're in sales, maybe you're in weight loss. Go into a group, put the search in there and see what people are actually saying, right? See what they're actually saying about their problem, and so that you can create a solution for that. So focus on listening, acknowledging, and then sharing your expertise on that. This is really, really going to be helpful for you guys. It's one of the steps that I think a lot of people know that they have to do, but they don't really do it. They skip over the surveys, or they skip over the market research, or they skip over the listening, and they just feel like, I know best. I know exactly what my people want. I know what they want. But if they're not buying, there's a disconnect. So I want you to go in and start doing the listening. Sometimes you have to pull back from being visible as far as, talking all the time or presenting information or doing the training, and actually sit back and listen, right? Also comes with this is the fine art of asking the right questions. Maybe you need to send a survey out to your list and say, hey, I'm coming up with some new offerings. What would you like? What is your biggest struggle when it comes to X, which would be your niche or your market? Actually ask and then listen. So that is a number 5. So we're moving right along here. We have about 20 steps, and I want to get through them all. But I really want you guys to absorb, right, what I'm saying here and really take it to heart. Don't think, oh, I've heard this before. You're hearing it at a different light. If you're listening to this and you want these 3 clients, or maybe you're desperate for the 3 clients, maybe you need the 3 clients, then you've got to do what I'm outlining here in this training today. All right, next is to automate and outsource. So this may sound counterintuitive, especially if you feel like, shit, I need new clients. I need money. I can't outsource. I can't hire someone. But the reality is, don't get carried away with all the strategies and doing stuff that drains your energy, and the things that don't feed your soul, and the things that just zap you, right? Because if you're spending all this time doing stuff that really does not serve you, or stuff that is outside of your zone of genius, you're going to be zapped, and you're not going to be able to be fully present and aware for the people that need you. You're not going to be fully present for the things that you actually like to do. You're not going to be fully present for the people that are waiting to work with you. So anything that is causing you stress, anxiety, lots of time, hours and hours upon hours of time, outsource it, okay? Outsource it, or have somebody automate. Maybe it's just an automated process. Maybe it's your emails, the way that you send out your emails, or the way that your social media goes out. It's time to just invest in getting these things taken care of, so that's one less thing you have to worry about, and you can just focus on positioning yourself as the expert. You can focus on going out there and getting those clients. You can focus on going out there and positioning yourself so that people are seeing you as the expert and they want to hire you. Because if you're too busy with MailChimp or fixing things on your website or making little graphics, you're not out there getting these clients. Somebody else is. All right, so number 7 is to host a free event for clients only. So clearly this is only going to work if you have clients, whether in a group program, a membership site, or one-on-one. So here's the thing. If you host a free event for clients only, you're really making your clients feel special. Like, hey, guys, I have this awesome thing for you. Another thing is you can actually invite some past clients into this event or training or whatever it is that you decide. You know, the idea here is for you to look for opportunities. Let's say every single client is like, oh, I'm struggling with this. I can't get clients. I can't lose weight. I can't find a date. You know, you're going to get so much valuable information and market research by diving in with your current and past clients. I mean, these are people who already paid you. They paid you for something, which means they like you, which means they trust you. So they're the best people they get the information from. So hosting a free event, what I mean by that is maybe it's a webinar, a free training, or an extra training or something like that. Maybe it's just a private live stream. Get creative with it. Do something that's going to A, make them feel special so they talk about you, and B, get you the result of, you know, creating the content that you're going to need to go out and get these new clients. All right, so next is to host a weekly Q&A or live stream. Totally easy now. We have such an amazing opportunity with live stream right now. You can do so much. You can connect with your people so much faster. You can create that know, like, and trust in an instant by doing a live stream. If you're not comfortable with live stream or video yet, you can, of course, just host a weekly call. So I did this in the very beginning of 2015 as well. I hosted 15-minute wake-up calls every single week. And what it was there wasn't even a Q&A portion involved. I was just giving value. I said, you know what? I just want to get people on the phone. I want them to hear my voice. I want them to see me as the expert. I want to put out my best content. I want to give them what they need in 15 minutes, and they can walk away and feel like they got something and feel like I wasn't asking for anything in return. This created so much buzz around me, around what I was doing, and around my expertise. People loved it. They could get in, listen for 15 minutes, and then get out, but they still walked away with something. Also, the Q&A, if you do a Q&A style or ask me anything type thing, that really positions you, again, as an expert. If people are asking you questions about something and you're giving them answers, you are the expert. They're coming to you because they know that you know more about that topic than they do. So hosting this is just going to be super easy for you to do. It's, again, just going to create more buzz, create more visibility, get people excited about you, put you at the top of mind. Maybe somebody's thinking about hiring a coach or thinking about hiring a graphic designer, and then boom, you come up and you answer all their questions and you give them what they need. So this is an amazing, easy, super easy way to get on the radar and start positioning yourself to get these 3 new clients this month. One side note before I move on to the next thing is, this is also going to create interaction. So along with the know, like, and trust, they're going to get used to like asking you questions and getting an answer. Also, putting some sort of call to action on your live streams is super important as well, because then you're going to train them to like always take some sort of action, right? All right, so next is to know your own goals. Maybe you don't want 3 clients this month. Maybe you want 10. Maybe you want 1. Just get super, super, super clear on what you desire, what you want, and how it's aligned with who you are and how you do business, okay? So don't always listen to what everybody else says. Know yourself, know your own goals, and move forward to that, okay? And the other thing here is you want to make sure that as far as goals, like, go outside of the money goal. How do you want to feel? Who are the people that you want to work with? What type of people do you want to attract? When you're super clear on that, for me, one of the things I would say is, I attract super smart, super successful, and savvy women to my business who pay me in full. Okay, so get super clear. How do you want to feel about that person? Do you want a whiny baby? Do you want somebody who's going to be, very, attached to you and all that stuff? Or do you want somebody who's independent? Do you want somebody who can take your advice and then go and run with it? Do you want somebody who needs the hand-holding? Do you want somebody who's new? Do you want somebody who's well-versed in what they do? They just need a little bit of guidance. So get really clear on your goals. Get really clear on who you want to serve. Get really clear on how you want to feel during this process. It is super, super important. Okay, so next is to help someone who can't pay. Now, this has a couple of different meanings. So you're probably thinking, I need clients. I need money. I can't afford to help someone who can't get paid, right? So, okay, so not only are you giving back to the universe, this is going to be good for your soul. It's going to make you feel amazing. You're going to gain so much value in that person's eyes. And not only that, but that person's going to talk about you. That person's going to tell everybody what you did. You're going to get testimonials. You're going to have an advocate and a champion for your business. But just make sure, I want to warn you a little bit about this. Make sure that you are picking a candidate wisely, okay? Avoid people who are, super needy. Avoid people who are always making excuses for why they aren't where they want to be. Avoid people who are always looking for deals. This has to be something that's really genuine. So if you're out there and maybe you probably are thinking about somebody in your mind right now that you're like, man, I would really love to work with that person, but I know that they're in this certain situation, or maybe they can't afford it. Why don't you extend the hand and say, hey, I'd love to help you for free. Okay. You don't even have to ask for the testimonials. They're going to give them to you. And like I said, they're going to talk about you. And when somebody talks about you, it is 1,000,000 times more effective than you talking about yourself, which can also be very effective. So just imagine you have somebody that's a champion for you, that's a champion for your business, that is out there raving about you, telling everybody how freaking amazing you are. That is going to get you clients. All right. So next is to remember to make the invitation. Don't forget to ask. This is so funny, right? You always think like people are just going to know, or they're just going to assume that, I want something, or that I want them as clients. No, you have to make the ask. This is especially important as well when it comes to discovery calls. I get people all the time. How do I get more discovery calls? How do I get more discovery calls? My number one and first answer is ask. You have to ask for them. Anytime that I've ever gotten discovery calls, I always made an ask. I didn't just expect somebody to fall in love with me by watching a live stream, go to my website, fill out an application, and then do a discovery call. Actually ask for it. Put that thing out there. Hey, I'm looking for 3 people who are ready to X, Y, and Z. If this sounds like you, fill out this form here and let's get on a call together. So make sure that you actually make the invitation, you actually make that ask. Be straightforward about it, okay? This is your business, this is your livelihood. Don't be shy about making the ask, right? This is the initial part of the sale, is you going out there saying, hey, I have this thing. Do you want it? Hey, I can help you. Do you need my help? Would you like my guidance? So go out there and make that ask. All right, so next is to create passive income sources. So I don't really love the term passive, but it kind of works here. I much prefer leveraged income because, we all have to work. We have to work for it. We got to do the stuff on the back end in order to make this stuff work. So, leveraged income, passive income, really just having like another stream of things that, A, you can make money off of, and B, people can find out about you from. So this can be pretty much anything. This could be, you can be doing affiliates for other people. I'm an affiliate for like lead pages. So whenever I talk about lead pages and people sign up using my link, I get money. Super easy. This can be for a product or a program or a course that you love. And you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is promote it and talk about it. And when somebody buys, you get a commission. This can be you even creating an ebook and putting it on Amazon, maybe a series of how-to books. Maybe you can use some content that you already have, some stuff that's in a pipeline, and create, a done-for-you like package with forms and worksheets and checklists and things like that. Maybe it's a template package if you are a designer. Maybe it's a Instagram template things. I actually just had somebody do that for me. I actually just had somebody create these beautiful webinar slides for me. So maybe if you can create something along those lines, that would be awesome. Also think about, any kind of on-demand or do-it-yourself courses or programs or webinars, something, don't overthink this, right? This can totally be something that you already have and that you're just going to reuse. All right, again, we are going to plan a special online event. So this is nothing crazy. You're not going to have to go out and like rent a room and find a place to do your event and all that good stuff, right? This can totally be just a one-time, one-off thing. It could be some kind of party. It could be some kind of celebration. It could be some type of mini mastermind. Keep it small though here. Keep it really small, maybe 6 people, maybe 10 people. Send out an email to your list. Send out an email to your clients, whether they're past or present, and then offer it up, right? Another thing you can do here is maybe this is just a VIP day. It could be as simple as a VIP day. You know, I'm going to have this special day or the special event where I'm going to spend 6 hours with you going through your business, or I'm going to spend 6 hours with you going through your complete meal plan, nutrition plan, and fitness plan. You know, so think about that, because that is something super easy. Again, it's limited. You're not going to be doing it for everyone. It's kind of like a one-shot deal, but hey, I have this amazing offer. You know, I normally charge $500 an hour, but you can get me for 6 hours through this VIP day. We're going to knock your stuff out for $1,000, but this is only for the first 5 people. Boom, you just made $5,000. So see how easy that was? So create something that your people want, create something that is, you know, has urgency, create something that's exciting, create something that's new, and put it out there. All right, next is to offer free sessions to group members. So again, be very, very, very careful with this. You want to make sure that it is a limited number of free sessions. You want to also make sure that the number, you know, the time of the free session is also limited. So let's say, you know, don't let it be 60 minutes or 90 minutes. Maybe it's a free 20-minute session. Maybe it's a free 45-minute session. But this is a great way to get people on the phone, get people talking. If you have a group, this is an excellent way to just reward your group. Hey, thank you so much for being a member of my group. I think you're amazing. Because of that, I'm offering 10 free coaching sessions this month. You know, in order to qualify X, Y, and Z, if you're interested, click this button, or if you're interested, put your info here. Doing these free sessions, you know, a lot of people are against free sessions, right? I need to get paid for what I'm doing. But number one, if you're in that spot where you have no clients, you're not getting paid anyway. So you need to go out there and you need to do these coaching sessions, and you need to coach your ass off. You guys have heard me say this before. You need to go out there and you really need to be a badass, and you need to show that person that you are amazing at what you do. If you are on the phone with somebody for 20, 30, 45 minutes and you get them a breakthrough, or you get them, you know, to see something that they haven't seen before, you get them to make a change that's going to either make them money or get a guy or lose some weight, they're going to want to continue to work with you. Okay? So not everybody will be in that space where they can. So if they can't continue to work with you, and maybe they don't ask to continue to work with you, they are still an excellent, excellent, excellent referral. They're going to talk about you. They're going to say, oh my God, I just spent 45 minutes with Jen and she's amazing. So go back to my idea of creating that 100-day sprint. I actually offered one-on-one sessions, which I don't do anymore, but I offered a few one-on-one sessions as a part of an affiliate launch that I did. And 2 people who had a free session with me ended up signing up for my mini mastermind, because they got to experience me and they got to see what I was made of. So this can totally, totally, totally turn out to be something amazing for you. So don't think you're too good for this. If you are struggling and you don't have clients, you're not too good for it, okay? All right, next is to recycle existing content. I'm all about the content. I'm a content queen. I'm all about providing content to your people in a way that feels really good. But hey, you don't have to create new content all the time. You can recycle and remix what you already have, fluff it up, give it a new name, give it a new title, give it a new cover, and put it out there. Every time that you're putting out content, you are creating more buzz and more visibility around your business. So, you know, instead of creating something new and spending hours and spending weeks trying to get it perfect, think about something that already works. Maybe you did a webinar that like got rave reviews and people got results. Turn it into a book. Turn it into another train, turn it into a live training. Maybe you did a challenge that got great results. Turn that challenge into an ebook or a mini course or something like that. So recycle and reuse existing content to start to create new buzz around your business, around you, and around what you have. All right, so next is to learn what works for you. So I touched on this a little bit when I talked about the alignment and doing what feels really good and doing what feels really right for you. But you really want to just figure out what it is that you want to do. What feels good? Because if you're going to put all this time and effort into something and it's not going to feel good at the end, then you're doing it for nothing, right? Because we're all building this business for freedom, to do something that we love. So make sure that you learn to do what works for you. Live stream is huge right now. Everybody's talking about live streams. You're getting that pressure that's like, I have to be on live stream. I have to do this. Well, what if it doesn't feel good for you? What if you don't enjoy it? What if you don't come across as an expert because you're so nervous on video? Then don't do it. So learn what works for you. Go with the flow. Something I tell my clients all the time is I operate from the feel good philosophy. It's got to feel good. If it feels good, go for it, okay? Because that's what's going to bring you money. That is what's going to get you those people that are going to align with the energy that you have. So if you're doing stuff that you don't like, the energy is going to be off. People are going to feel it. They're not going to buy from you. All right? Okay, number 17, don't be afraid to start slow. So maybe, like I said, maybe 3 clients is too much for you. Maybe you just need 1 client. Maybe you just want to create a piece of content. You don't have to just focus on making money. I talked about this earlier. Like, if you're new to this and you are feeling anxious or you're not really sure what to do, start slow, right? Because anytime that you are just focused on making money or just focused on paying a bill or just focused on getting out of your job, it doesn't work. People are going to feel that desperation, that weird energy from you. You've got to come from a place of service. And if that takes time for you, don't be afraid to take that time. Don't be afraid to take things slow. Don't be afraid to plan things out. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Start doing things that feel good. This kind of plays on, the previous one. But also don't compare yourself. Like, your journey is not the next person's. You don't know how long they've been hustling. You don't know how long ago they started their business. You don't know how many businesses they started it or how many businesses they've started before they actually started this one that now they're super successful in pretty much overnight, right? So, take that, understand that you have your own journey. And if you want to start slow. If you're a hustler and you want to go fast and, rush forth, then do that. All right, next is to ask for introductions and also recommendations, referrals, ask for testimonials, whatever you feel like can get you out in front of people. So like I said before, the more people that are talking about you, the better. So make sure that you are asking for testimonials. Go and send an email to your past clients. Hey, I'm looking for a few new clients. Do you know anybody that's as awesome as you are? Think about the people that you've really helped. They will want to help you out. Even just letting people know, hey, I do this now. Or, hey, did you know that I specialize in this? Or, hey, I just came out with this new package. Do you know anybody that would fit? Make the ask. Again, ask for the introduction. Ask for the referral. Ask for the testimonial. Ask. And when you get those things, make sure that you're actually using them. Use that feedback. Ask specifically from people, what did I help you with? Or why did you hire me? Start asking lots of questions, but don't miss this part, because I think sometimes we feel icky about this. And this you'll also notice in your checklist. There's actually a big portion of the checklist that is dedicated to how you feel about asking for referrals and asking for testimonials. But so many businesses, brick and mortar, old businesses, people that have been around for a long time, most of their business is based on referral, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, especially if you don't have a lot of marketing capital, especially if you don't have an ads budget, easy peasy way for you to get new clients. Ask for introductions, ask for a referral. Super simple, super easy, commonly overlooked. People feel weird about it, so they don't even ask. When you could have literally clients waiting for your particular offer, but you don't make the ask. All right, so once you've asked for those testimonials, once you've asked for that feedback, promote it. So like I said, somebody who is talking about you is going to be, it's going to be 10 times more effective. So, and when you get those testimonials, put them on your website, put them at the bottom of your email. Maybe you talk about it in a Facebook group. Maybe you post it, you know, at the end of your sales page, but make sure that you are actually promoting these testimonials and case studies that you are getting from your past clients, because people want to see that you have a track record. When somebody can go to your site or go to a landing page or see that you've actually gotten results for other people, that's going to make them more likely to hire you. So make sure that you just don't skip this step. Don't just get the feedback, but actually promote it. Don't feel icky about it. You know, as long as you get the permission from that person to use their testimonial on your website and your social media, you're good to go. Case studies are a little bit different. Case studies are a little bit more in depth, and we're actually going to start doing case studies for LB3 very soon. But case study is going to be a little bit more in depth into like what the actual process was, where they were before they started working with you, where they were after, and it gets a little bit more into detail in what that person went through the entire process of working with you. And also just going to be a really great tool for you to show your expertise, to get people looking at you as an expert, and to bring new clients in. Hey, do you want to be my next case study? Fill out this form here and we'll get on a call and talk about it. Super simple, super easy. All right, and lastly is to invest in your own coaching. Again, this goes back to integrity. Sounds counterintuitive, right? I don't have the money. I can't spend money on coaching. I can't invest. Listen, if you are not willing to invest in yourself, in your business, in coaching, no one's going to invest in you. Okay, you might get lucky, you might get one or two, but the fact remains that you need to operate from integrity. So if coaching is not something that you feel strong enough to invest and put money out for, you're not going to get clients who feel that way either. You're going to get clients who give the same exact excuses that you give to people when you get on a discovery call. If you get on a discovery call with somebody and you're like, oh, that sounds amazing, but I can't afford it. Or, oh, that sounds great, but not now. Or, can I get back to you? Or, oh, that sounds really great, but I'm interviewing 14 other coaches. So think about some of the things that you say. Think about how you operate. Think about what you invest in. Make sure that you're operating in full integrity, because I'm telling you, the clients that you attract, the people that you attract are a mirror for what you do in your business. It's a mirror for what you have going on. So take a look at that. Invest in your own coaching, you know, talk with somebody, get the guidance and the mentorship from somebody who can actually take you there, and somebody who can take you to the next level. Also, I feel like every time I invest, it gives me this like an additional superpower. Like it gives me this extra jolt to become the woman that I need to become in order to reap that investment back. And for me, this doesn't have to be for you, but for me, I know every time I invest, I want to 10x my investment. So if I spend $3,000, I want to make 30. If I spend $30,000, I want to make 300,000 off that investment. So think about it that way: personal responsibility, integrity, invest in your own coaching, invest in getting the help that you need so that you can have a steady business, and you're not just getting these 3 clients this month, but you're getting at least 3 new clients every single month, and you have a wait list. So that is it, guys. Like I said, I like to keep them short and sweet. Just get down dirty to the issues and to the problems. So if you have any questions, if you want to open up the discussion here, if you want to brainstorm some ideas on what you can do to get 3 new clients this month, if you have maybe an idea for an opt-in, or you have an idea for a program that you want to run, or you maybe you want to get an opinion on some pricing on something, put it in the group. We're all there to support you. We're in there for our sisterhood. We also have our weekly office hours and our monthly Q&A call. So bring the questions. Let's open up the discussion. Don't just listen to what I just said for the last half an hour, but actually go out there and do. Go out there and take action. Go out there and get what you need so that you can create these new clients this month. All right, guys, I will see you on the next training, and have an amazing, amazing day, night, afternoon, wherever you are in the world.